Hmm. Hmm. Wow. Well, wait on that, guys. Slow. Alright, I'm looking up a few things and doing a few things real quick at the same time. I'm preparing the stream. Hopefully the title has changed appropriately. I'm trying to see it. Oh yeah, oh, it worked. Okay, good. Just want to make sure. And so let's see. Hey Dave. It's Dave. Yeah, don't mind me. I'm slightly awake. I got the ones in. I mean, here, I'll turn the camera. Don't look at those. You didn't see those. Just realized they're in the camera shot. Doesn't matter. Eh. The small ones. And these are original G ones. Yeah, I got these little ones out. Surprisingly, at how transforming this guy. I've done this on stream before with these guys, but literally this is Rat Bat. Oh god. His wings are a little different. And you take his head and you pop him out here. Oh, it's supposed to. There it goes. And he's got tiny little feet. You got to kind of use your fingers to. That's Rat Bat. Yeah, he has the peg thing on his back here. So you can actually like clip him into Sound Wave or Sound Blaster even. Surprisingly, these guys do fit in there too, but I don't like putting them in. So that's Rat Bat and his wings. There we go. This is the newer Rat Bat. You can see him. See if I can, whoops, hand behind it. Come on, focus. There he goes. Really, he's kind of simpler as the original G1. So, and his wings actually have multi-hinge. He actually has little grabber arms on the wings. And he has his little antenna, and his head just whoop, they're supposed to be out, and his feet do the same thing kind of, but I do kind of have one of those his weapon pack things. They kind of sit over. They're golden, one of them, but it's broke because I played with them. But you can see the differences between the two. Original G1. This guy's much simpler. This is a metal body right here. He's got a metal body. But yeah, these guys, I just got them out because the original Blue Boy here. I'm gonna move them over like this. Move them. So let's transform him. Metal feet right here. Slide out. Swing his leg down. Ooh, gotta be careful. He is still old. And I actually do have his arm packs on the back, so his arms are stiff though. His arms did not have a lot of mobility, and his head just springs up. So there's a little spring in there. So No, original G1 guy. And he actually stands up. Now, no weapon things or anything. Swing the legs. See, and these are the arms. Literally. I swing the leg down, and then there's his front. So we're going to take this, I think, yeah, this way. So there's the front of the legs. And then his arms, it's kind of similar, but they have a little more motion to them. So you can actually, but his hands are literally pegs. So I'm going to bring this one. Oops. This guy's a lot smaller too. You can see a comparison in size. They're literally tiny. So yeah, you can tell I played with him too a lot. I'm gonna set those two right there. But I'm gonna start with Wheelie. And I forgot to grab my tools out here again. I gotta remember to do this. This is one thing I keep forgetting. My little tools. So I got these guys today. These came from Hasbro, all the way on the East Coast. We're gonna open it up. You already see the instructions. Pretty much the size of the box. We're gonna set that right there, and we're gonna get him out. Now, I was disappointed to see Wheelie in the movie the way he was portrayed, and I'm like, I don't remember ever seeing him in the cartoon series ever do that to somebody, which was disturbing. Now, if you look, let's see if I can get it to, come on, there it goes. His little slingshot. He's got his little slingshot. So that's tiny, so I gotta be careful. Tiny little slingshot. I'm gonna set that there. All right, nothing else on the back. We're gonna cut him free. And one more across his chest. Yep, there it is. Oops, this is stuck in his arm. There we go. Okay. And I'm not going to worry about keeping that packaging. But you can see, here he is. Wheelie. See, his arms look like, yeah, they can pop out. So he doesn't have a hinge joint on his elbow. It pops out though. It's in a groove back here. I'm going to show that up close if I can. Come on. There it goes. So there's grooves on his arms back here. You can see. But they pop into place, but you can see. Excuse me. His legs are pretty articulate. He has no hip movement, but that's okay. He's just Wheelie. Let's put his little slingshot in his hand. Oops. There we go. Pew! He's a small bot. I mean, for Dinobot here. Oh god. I mean, he's not pegged on or anything. I just got him sitting at the right angle. But this guy, he don't transform. He just sits there on a peg. There's a peg right here under his leg. But you can see Wheelie's just sitting on top of him. I just need Grimlock for that. But if I remember, Grimlock comes with Wheelie, I think. Or was that the other one? Okay, I'm going to take this off, though. I'm going to take a look at the instructions. Oops. That is not instructions, that's... And he even shows on the instructions how to put it in his hand. And then the rest of the instructions. And there's where to put the slingshot. So at the back end, which is probably under, yeah, right here. So let's see if we can transform this little guy. Sorry, I had a little itch on my chin. It's actually interesting design too. Sorry, cough even after I had some water. So it says to open this up back here, and then turn it around. Okay, okay, there. Good. Just grab it. Oh, I see. His head kind of Okay, his head folds down inside. There we go. I see. Okay. Seems like it's fairly easy. No. It says 180. I'm going to look at his legs. It says to do them up like this. Okay, we'll do that. Yeah, we put up the instructions to go like this. And his feeties go down. And it looks like these are going to turn because there's the wheels. So we're going to see if he even rolls too. So rotate and rotate. Whoops. Whoops. Yeah, it says to rotate them up. And there is a pin right here, or peg, like pin, in between. So these have to go together like so. Oh, yeah, just slides together. Okay, so his legs kind of awkwardly sit at an angle. No big deal. Not affecting it much. Alright, so we done that, and then fold. Ooh. Okay, I don't like that, so I'm gonna, hang on. I don't like that. Okay, that's a little better. Readjusting his legs back here seems to help. There we go. That's a bit better. There. I had to readjust the thighs on him. Yeah, see, now you'll... And there's pegs down under here. Sorry, I didn't show that. There's little pegs right down under here that slide into little slots down there. And then push this down. And then you take... Okay. Oh, and pop these back into place. I forgot to. They swing. That one should swing back. And this one should swing back. Man, he is tiny. There we go. Man, there's pegs on each side. And then, oops. It's tiny. I'm going to be worried about that. Alright, I'm going to flip this. Can I flip that back up? Oh. I'm going to flip this back up. It might be easier if I put a slingshot in like this. So, I'm going to put it... Okay. You can go down further. No, that's it. Okay, that can be a little worrisome. This hole only goes down so far because the angle. If they had made maybe, I don't know. I think there would be a better spot, but it does sit above where the wheels sit. So, I mean, it's not the end of the world, but he's got some wheels that do spin, but back one's not so good. Front ones are on these pins. You can see them. Back ones, they're clipped in. You can see it back here. They're just, so they don't roll as well. But that's Wheelie, the original G1 Wheelie, instead of the new one from the movie where I'm not gonna even say what he was doing. I was disappointed when I actually realized who that was. So I'm going to take these instructions. I'm going to leave them kind of up here on my keyboard. So there's Wheelie. And this is going to be kind of a shortish stream because I've only got the 2 right now. But here he is, the one I ordered. And I was worried because when I ordered them, it said Laserbeak. And I'm like, oh, please no. Because the Laserbeak that they have is... it would be like from the movies almost. It looks like Bumblebee in red Camaro. And he's this like small size too, like Wheelie and him. And I didn't want that because if it was Laserbeak, I want him as Laserbeak, not the movie Laserbeak or some rendition from another thing. Sorry, I'm V1 kind of person here. We're going to open him up. You can see on the back of the package too, it shows he does have his arms in there too. The original G1 does not. But also they also would label him Frenzy instead of Rumble, and vice versa. Sometimes they would get them backwards. The instructions. Oh, instructions a little smaller. You can see how big they are. And it says blue. Rumble. But you can see he's got his 2. And then here's his arms. Look, they just slide out. Excuse me. I'm gonna slide them out. Now these are banded in. So we're gonna be careful here. Anyway, that's one. Look at the other one. Alright. Let's see. Oh, that slides up. That's why these are in stores. This stuff's gonna get stolen real quick. Which is sad. Teach your kids not to steal. Earn your stuff. So, yeah, here's his little... There's arm cannons. Oops, let me do this. I'm going to put them... So we can get the camera. The camera will focus. Give it a second. So these are his little arm cannons as well as the back cannons. So there's the original. Look at the size difference. I ate something that still feels like the... But these do attach onto the arms, but they do not peg. They actually slide onto his arms. With these 2 slots on each of these, they'll slide onto his arms. I'm not going to do that because I'm afraid to take those off of there right now. So let's take a look at these arms real quick. No motion to them, which is okay. I don't mind. They're only made for display, really, so we're going to set them there. But let's get him out of here. There we go. There we go. I do have the Transformer episode uploading, and it should be processing. Yeah, it's still processing, and it should be up here hopefully soon. Hopefully before I gotta go to bed, because I still got work. So here is Rumble. Now here's this. They're about the same size, just this guy's a little, maybe a little smaller. Yeah, just a little smaller. And then the original G1, he's big. He's big compared to them, but for the size and the timing. But you can take these little arm cannons and see he's got little peg holes here. The original one, like I said, you got to slide them. So you literally would turn these over and put them on, slide them onto his arm. And then here you go. Oops. Okay, let's see if we can pose him a little bit, see what happens. Okay, his arms are pretty static though. Not like these 2 guys have joint pieces here and here. His arms just at the shoulder. And his legs, they have some mobility. No torso movement. His knee joints. He's got the feet that fold up, it looks like. So yeah, so he could do this. It looks like his hands. Oh, his hands. Man, okay, I gotta bring this up. And you look at his hands. See if the camera can get this. There we go. He's actually got some detail to his hands. The original one, his hand, it looks like he's kind of punching. He can't grab anything. And then this one, it doesn't even have, really, it's pegs. But you see hands in there. This one's actually got some detail, but he doesn't hold anything. So it's kind of, All right, let's take a look. I want to see how his arms attach, though. Oop, hello. These things. All right. Yeah, it shows... Okay, it shows the arm cannons. All right, to attach the thumpers, take these off. We're gonna swing them to his back. So there's peg holes right on the back. Now these are not 5mm, so these are tiny. These are made for these guys. But these, I bet you, are 5s. Oh man, these are a little tough. Gotta work him in a little bit. He is super light, by the way. He's not very heavy. So, what it says to do is... God, that looks painful. So we're gonna T-pose him. Oops. His legs straighten back out. T-pose him like this. And it says to rotate this whole thing like so. So your joints, sockets will be forward. Then fold in his hands. Well, that's tiny. Yeah, I'm gonna have fun with that. I bet you use these to help push through to get the hands out. Because these are about the same size. So it's like, okay. It even shows on here, I already put them back here. And see, this is the funny part. There's more detail on this side of these than there is on the back, really. Because usually when you put some on his arms and stuff, you see more. Okay, so it says take these, slide in, and slide in. Whoops. Oh, this one's a little tougher. This to slide on. Yeah, this one's tough. I have to. Okay, that one's really tough. Ooh. Okay, well, that's as I don't want to push it any more than that. But now you can pose him a bit. I'm pushing him down and actually getting. No, he's actually posed. Oh, you can do his head around a little bit too. You can move it. So you can sit there and now flip to the other side. We're gonna take off the thumpers. Oh, this one's gonna have to probably shave it inside a little bit somehow. That is tight, like super. So I'm gonna set. You can see the thumper is bigger than this little guy on here. I mean, they're taller than him, just by a little. All right, so let's see. I will get his hands back out. Oop. Okay, they're not as hard as you can get them with your fingernail. I have fingernails, so it makes. But it shows. Okay, his arms are down to the side. We're going to start with that. We don't have these on, so we're going to take them off. Now it says rip his head around and turn it around and fold it inward. First steps of making him into the tape. All right, now to take the arms, and that's facing this way. Does not. It kind of tells you to turn them around. To fold his arms up like so. It's a similar transformation to both of them. Similar. There we go.
I just give up and break them.
Yeah. This guy's all plastic, so yeah. So it says do his hands in again, so I'm going to put them back in again. Now be careful and watch out for the little pins. They might eventually, if you transform them a lot, might pop out. So now we're going to take his feet, or his shins here, and then turn them this way. And it says to, okay, I'm going to do this. We're going to do split legs, and then we're going to do this and this. That's the way it should look. And then it says to fold them up and in. And, oh, okay. So there's little spots. I'm going to bring it up. See if we can get it to, sorry, my hand's sliding here. See, there's a little slot right there, and then this peg. It's the same on both sides. So, they just slip into place. It doesn't really snap, but it just, there. And then, oh, I don't know what the last part really is, but there we go. The instructions show that little peg system right here. Now, here's his tape form. And so if I take this guy again, and his little hands, they're tiny. They're just, like I said, they're there, but they got these pegs on there for a reason. I forgot what they are. But Turn these legs back, and these fold up and cover that. So see, these are hollow in behind. So you actually just fold it up and do this. And that's his tape form. Now they're the same size. Surprisingly, that means, you know, he's got a little different shape to him. So they're just a little, I can see him still fitting into. So what I'll do is I'm going to set him over here. And then his transformation state is, all right, let me see if I can pull his engine off. One of these guns engines. So literally, oh, slides on like that. And it just, and it would technically be this one. Yeah, like this. And that one's that one. So here, I'm going to take these guys off. I'm trying to be careful because this is original. So I'm going to push his head down. His hands helped hold his head down there. Slide the feet in. Turn the leg, flip it up. Turn the leg, flip it up. And you can tell he's well played with, but these are original stickers and everything. So you see size difference. There you go. He's a small little guy, but I'm glad I got him. So, and a lot of times I'll do this with these. Just gonna put these back on here because I don't want to lose them off them. They will go directly back in the case. Actually, him and Ratbat will both go back in the original G1 cases. These guys, I will have different things for eventually here. But yeah, this is Rumble, little tiny little guy, but he does not have the peg system. So what I'm going to do is let me move Mini Soundwave out of the way here. Oh, no, just sit there, dude. And we're going to bring out Soundwave, the original, not original, Netflix. Sorry, he's a little, I need to dust again. But, okay, Ravage kind of, there we go. So we're going to take, let's see if he kind of fits. There we go. Oh, sort of. There we go. Okay, so he fits inside. Actually, kind of a nice look, all blue. And he ejects easier. As the newer Ravage is, you can see what he looks like to compared. So you got, and this is how you know they're similar. Whoops. They're made from, or the same. If you look at the torso right here, whoops, let me see, right there, and then you look at Ravages. Oh, sorry. Oh, wow, that came on fast. Because the other side is this. Really not attractive, but... Oh, sorry. I didn't take allergy stuff today. But you can see the torso. They're made similar, but this one, Rumble, is actually made very similar to the original G1 with thumpers. And that's pretty cool. Now you can see there's 5mm ports on this, but there's also tiny ports here. Makes you wonder what these are all for then. So it gives you versatility. You could probably put this on one of the bigger bots weapons as a thing or something. But yeah, this is, and I keep Ravage inside of him because I like Laserbeak and Buzzsaw too, though. I do want to acquire a Laserbeak and a newer, not newer, but a reissue of them. But they don't make them anymore and it cost a fortune, so I'm not going to go with that. So I'm going to set these out of the way for the moment. So yeah, here is Rumble with all his little goodies. And then we got Wheelie. You guys got to see the G1. And then they're kind of the newer versions of them. They made him a little like a pastel-y blue almost, from his original blues. And you can see over here is actually, I forgot what his name is. I think this one is Frenzy. And they have the same transformation. They have turn their legs. These guys, they're very basic. They're the same transformation though. And yeah, they're neat. They even have little Decepticon symbols. They're tiny stickers. That's what they actually are. Very tiny, tiny stickers. This one I think is an Autobot. I can't remember. Or not. I can't remember. I have to look at the papers. But yeah, Rat Bat from that. So his head just tips up. And these guys, I got them because I got them at a fairly good price. They're cheap. Because that's kind of disappointing to look at. I like the little ones though, so I got them anyway. And so these guys, so 2 of these was, I think it was these 2, and then these 4 came in a separate kit. I can't remember. I have to look at the original box, which I still have. And then the original G1 Rat Bat, who's when I got him, I played with him a ton because I just like the way he looks. Cons have the cooler stuff, man. Unless they're Gilgamesh, and then they're the badass. So. There we go. See? Now I like this because see, they made it look like a tape. So you pop it in the front of them, it looks like a tape. So these guys I will put back in here. But yeah, so there's Wheelie and Rumble. Whoops. And I'm going to attach these to him because I really don't want to lose them. And his are just pegged in, like I said. So yeah, and it looks like, so if I wanted to, I could probably, yeah. So while you're, he's got guns that can shoot too. But most of the time in the series, these were on his back. So, and I still like that I can put him inside Sound Blaster or Soundwave. And I don't know, the original G1. Yeah. Yes, I did say your name. So these guys I'm going to put back in the drawers. And you'll find the links and stuff to the YouTube channel. And if you go over there and do the follow thing, do the bell icon, you can see when I upload these. And I seem to be having issues with the current episode of Transformers. So I'm going to go take a look at that, and I will have this downloaded soon and uploaded as well. So you all have, well, let's put it this way. I will keep saying the same thing. Have a good morning, good afternoon, and good evening wherever you're at in the world. And be safe out there. Y'all have a good night. I'll see you later, Dave. Night. That's Gilgamesh. Bye.